When it comes to Republican lawmakers who have downplayed the severity of the pandemic, it is fascinating to see them skip ahead of the line in order to get the vaccine before frontline workers even get a chance to get vaccinated. One example of that is Senator Marco Rubio from Florida, who had no problem attending super spreader events, which of course you didn't see people wearing masks at. But in a recent tweet, you can see an image of Rubio getting vaccinated. And as is correctly stated in this tweet, Marco Rubio spoke at several Trump super spreaders last month. Yesterday, he cut to the front of the line to get the vaccine. And just to provide a little more evidence for how Marco Rubio and Republican lawmakers like him have downplayed the virus, even recently, you see tweets like this where Rubio says, people are tired of being told they have to stay home and can't work or open their businesses by people who break their own rules and haven't missed a paycheck. I mean, he certainly falls under the category of people who break the rules, hasn't missed a paycheck. He's spread irresponsible messaging regarding the severity of the virus. And as I mentioned, he's a senator from Florida. And Florida is essentially operating as usual right now. There is no mask mandate. There are no businesses shut down. I have family that lives in Florida, and they tell me that bars and restaurants, I'm talking about indoor bars and restaurants, are packed to the rim. People are having a good time, operating as if nothing unusual is going on in the country, as thousands of people die literally every day from this pandemic.
Yeah, I don't know when it's ever going to become clear to folks that it's real. Look, we've got to be just like, there's not that much time left. I hope we're starting to get the vaccine. So please keep wearing a mask if you're ever, or start wearing a mask because the vaccine is coming. If Marco Rubio would ever let us take it. Okay, so I like that public figures like Joe Biden today got the vaccine. Number one, if anybody should get the vaccine, it's Joe Biden. He's in the elderly category, he's gonna be president, etc. But more importantly, he's showing everybody that it's safe, so that's good. But after Fauci does it and Biden does it, and you could throw in other Republican leadership, you don't all, like Mike Pence did it. That's good, I liked it Mike Pence did it. We don't need Marco Rubio and his, all his family, and I don't know that his family did it, but all the legislators going, well, just to show you guys how safe it is, give it to me first, give it to me first, especially after you told everybody it was no big deal. So
right.
If it's no big deal, then what do you have to, jump the line for? So they're the world's biggest hypocrites.
They really are, and it's beyond infuriating. And when you look at, Li Fang did a great job in kind of uncovering some of the lobbying that's taking place by different industries to ensure that after frontline workers get the vaccine and after elderly people in some of these homes get the vaccine, that their industry, employees from their industry should be second in line to get it right away. And even when it comes to frontline workers, you're seeing situations in which people in higher administrative positions are getting vaccinated before the actual frontline workers in these hospitals are. And it's a big problem because decisions, as we have noticed in many other cases in this country, are not being made based on need or logic. They're being made based on privilege. And everything is just completely being mishandled right now. And the individuals who really desperately need this protection through the vaccine, in some cases are not getting what they deserve. And it's, we don't talk about the frontline healthcare workers enough because of the irresponsibility by our lawmakers, because of the unwillingness by Donald Trump and other Republican lawmakers to encourage people to wear masks. Since the beginning of this pandemic, these frontline healthcare workers have been going nonstop. There's been no break for them. There's been no rest for them. Many of them have gotten COVID themselves. Many of them have died as a result of this pandemic. And they're putting their lives on the line to keep people safe and healthy. And it's just the disrespect by Republican lawmakers absolutely blows my mind. But I mean, who can be naive about them at this point? They clearly don't care about anyone other than themselves and their donors.
Yeah, 1.5 more things about people jumping the line. As we reported a couple of weeks ago, bankers have found a way to jump the line. They're going to go second, and they say it's for the bank tellers, which I would have no problem with because they're frontline essential workers. I don't believe them. I'm just being honest with you guys. If they're right, okay, fine. But I know banking executives. They're going to jump. They're going to grab it before the tellers are. There's no way they're not going to do that. And then now, of course, the stories have begun in Beverly Hills. High-end folks are asking. When I say high-end folks, they have their private doctors. That's a thing, right? They have a concierge service for doctors. So at their beck and call, they're offering huge amounts of money to skip the line. Of course.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.